What if, instead of becoming the shining prince or the destined heroine, you reincarnated as a government worker? Civil Servant in romance fantasy takes the glittering world of a Rofan novel and throws us into the life of a war veteran turned bureaucrat, balancing paperwork, politics, and hidden trauma while babysitting nobles at an academy. Our MC is reborn in a romance fantasy novel he barely skimmed before dropping. At 17, instead of heading to the academy, he takes the practical route, government service. Years later, the emperor forces him back to school, this time as a civil servant undercover, tasked with monitoring foreign princes and preventing terrorist threats. Along the way, he observes the original heroine and her harem play out their story, while carrying his own heavy past. This setup is brilliant because it's not just about love triangles and sparkles. It's about politics, power plays, and the quiet grind of an imperial inspector. Add in the fact that the MC is a war hero who once helped slay the barbarian king, a figure meant to be the final boss in the original story. And you've got a narrative dripping with butterfly effects. Don't expect constant sword fights or explosive magic duels. Action here is rare and quick, more about tension than spectacle. Most of the story is slice of life at the academy, layered with politics and personal reflection. If you want non-stop battles, you'll find the pacing slow. What sets this MC apart is his trauma. He's not a carefree transmigrator. He's a survivor haunted by comrades lost, including a lover who couldn't endure the aftermath of war. That grief shapes everything: his reluctance to pursue romance, his cold professionalism, and his hidden tenderness when cracks finally show. The academy setting is gold. You've got the princes under surveillance, the OG Rofan heroine with her budding harem, and nobles with their own agendas. Through it all, the MC plays the role of the tired civil servant, both observing and influencing events from the shadows. The side characters shine because their interactions highlight how out of place, but also indispensable, he really is. It's long, over 1,200 chapters and counting. But the flow works because every arc peels back a new layer: political maneuvering, academy drama, terrorist threats, and the slow, delicate process of healing and opening up to romance again. It's more about the journey than a single climax. Some readers might feel a gap. The MC can come off as too detached, too buried in his duties. But that's intentional. His slow growth, his reluctant steps toward intimacy, are what make the romance eventually hit harder. Civil Servant in romance fantasy is a rare gem, a Rofan that prioritizes politics, tragedy, and slice-of-life realism without losing its romantic heart. If you want palace intrigue, slow burn healing, and an MC who's as badass with laws and loopholes as he is with a sword, this might be your next long-term obsession. So would you trade a life of magical duels and sweeping romance for paperwork, hidden daggers, and an office worker's grind inside a fantasy empire? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into web novels.